Yo guys, what is up? Max in our first Descendant video, and today we're going over the best reactor farms of the week. This is a weekly video where, if you did not know, every week where reactors drop rotate, and this week we've actually got some pretty good reactors with some like all right farming locations. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get right into it. All right, we're gonna power run through these. To start, we've got a toxic Tech Secret Garden reactor area in Timberfall on Vespers. This is your like god roll reactor for Freyna. Freyna is obviously has her ultimate coming out in a few weeks, and she's getting a rework. She should be really good, and Secret Garden will kind of always be a good weapon for her, even if they like buff the Fallen Hope. But in this area, most people recommend Ancient Giant Tree. That's what my chat was telling me to recommend. I personally, after running both of them, I personally prefer Timberfall Power Facility. But both of these you can run relatively quickly and get a fair amount of reactors. On Freyna, you're going to be looking for, in my opinion, boost ratio and cooldown is probably my god roll on Freyna. And that is our first farm. Our next farm is going to be for Gley, Jayber, and Valby, and that is non-attribute impact dimension. Now, prior to the buffs that just happened, there wasn't a super big need to have a Peacemaker mounted reactor for these characters. But now that they just removed the skill cost, the Peacemaker is by far and away the best weapon that you could hold to boost your damage on Valby, Gley, and Jayber. It'll give you like 45% more damage, which is disgusting. Obviously, the Peacemaker is a hard to get weapon because it's locked behind Gluttony. But if you do have a like 3 out of 4, 4 out of 4 Peacemaker, you can basically hold this weapon and make those characters' abilities deal way more damage. This is for like Gley's kind of like AoE explosion, massive sanguification build. But you're going to want to farm that from White Knight Gulch Observatory. The best mission here is to do Order's Veil. It's a big circle. You run around as Bunny. You kill everything. And they drop the like blue brains here, which is a resource that you need for crystallization catalyst. So this I'm going to be marking as like my favorite farm of the week, actually. I really think this is a great one because it's going to give you reactors for multiple characters with a really good mounting, and you'll get materials that you need to build energy catalysts. Our next farm is another fantastic one for non-attribute special rounds tech. If you are playing the Ajax jumping build or my Ajax like dungeon build, this is what you're going to want to find because you can get a mounting for the Secret Garden, which gives you a ton of more damage for Ajax, and you can buff up its like gun damage. But Moongrave Basin's really great because you can run the water cooling recording device mission. This mission, you're going to want to let the like ranged mobs spawn and occupy the plate. This will basically pause the mission for 3 minutes. As long as you don't kill the ads on the plate, you will just run the mission until you fail, but ads will keep spawning and spawning. And you can run around and kill a ton of things. I did like a non-high voltage bunny build to farm this spot. And if you're looking for good Ajax reactors or even Kyle reactors, this is a really good spot. Our like second best farm is for Viessa. It's Chill Special Rounds Fusion. This is an abandoned zone, which obviously has the environment contamination zone. This is currently the best Kuiper and gold farm mission in the game if you're running it quickly on Bunny. And you can get a reactor for Cold Snap Watch Viessa. Cold Snap Watch Viessa is like one of the best farming builds in the game. And you can pair it with the Kingsguard Lance if you get a mounting for it because it's special rounds to set up like one of the strongest like mobbing builds in the game right now. And so I strongly recommend doing that, especially if you need gold in Kuiper, which I definitely do need some extra gold. This mission will just land you some good Cold Snap Watch things. The reason you're going to want Fusion is because the Cold Snap Watch skill scales specifically with Fusion. So really great farm here. Our next reactor is going to be Fire Impact Rounds Tech, which is perfect for Lepic if you're going for his like bossing build, or if you are building out an Esiemo. I'm actually working on an Esiemo this week, so I'd probably be farming this as well. There's not a ton of great missions here. The best one by far, in my opinion, is Verdant Greenery. You can run this with Bunny, bunch of ads. It's pretty quick, and you're looking for, if you're going for Lepic, I would go damage to Colossus and either probably boost ratio, honestly, boost ratio or crit damage to deal the most damage with his ult, and then Esiemo for like mobbing or bossing, kind of depends. For bossing, you'd probably want the same thing, boost ratio and damage to Colossus, and then for mobbing, probably cooldown and boost ratio. And our last farm is for Hailey. This is for her like bossing build with her abilities. If you're gonna want to deal the highest DPS with her abilities, you're gonna want a Afterglow or Piercing Light mounting with Chill High Power Singular. And the farm for it is in Ironworks. There's not a ton of options here. The best is the Weapon Processing Facility, Extermination. This actually has quite a few ads that spawn in a pretty small space, so it's pretty easy to farm. And if you didn't get one in the like previous week, this is a great time to go get a Hailey reactor. I'm still farming for my god roll, which I have yet to find. But if you are looking for one on Hailey, I would definitely go for Afterglow or Piercing Light with damage to Colossus, and crit damage is going to be like the god roll. If you could sub out one of those, I'd sub out the crit damage for like a boost ratio. But that is the Hailey farm. Guys, it's going to do it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Peace.